Hello everyone, in this video we're going to prepare the adjusted trial balance that lists all the accounts and all the ending balances after the adjustments. So before we do that, we have to calculate the ending balances for all these accounts. Accounts receivables, we calculate the total on debit, service revenues, the total on credit, interest expense, all these T accounts we used before, we need to calculate the ending balance. Okay. Some of them are very easy to calculate. We don't even need to do any calculations. Unearned service revenues from $9,000 and then 3,300 has been recognized as revenue. So 5,700 now. Supplies expense. Supplies originally was 6,500 now and has been used 5,300. So now we have 1,200 left as stated in this information here. Insurance expense is new. The prepaid insurance, which is an asset, originally it was for 6 months, 1,200. We have been covered by 1 month for 1 month, and then we still have 5 months left. $1,000. Depreciation expense is new, and accumulated depreciation is new. Okay, once we have calculated all these ending balances, we can create the trial balance like the unadjusted trial balance. But I would like to show you these 6 columns that we can use to prepare the adjusted trial balance. What I like with this is that it shows the original accounts that are used and the additional accounts coming from the adjustments. I'll put it in blue. Okay, so those are the new accounts we created during the adjustments. Okay, and we're going to use the middle 2 columns here to put our adjustments, and the adjusted trial balance is the total unadjusted and then the adjustment. So we can see the changes there. Okay, so let's take a look at the first adjusting entry, accounts receivable and service revenue 1,500. So accounts receivables goes up by 1,500 and revenue goes up by 1,500. Okay. The second adjustment, interest expense and interest payable, $20. Interest expense is new, $20. Interest payable is new, $20. So that's the adjustment. And then the third one, salaries expense and salaries payable, $10.80. Salaries expense was there before, so we can use that, $10.80. But salaries payable is new. Okay, that's the new one, $10.80. Okay, and then we move, the next one is recognizing service revenue from the liability. So unearned service revenue should go down by 3,300. This unearned service revenue should go down by 3,300. And we have to recognize 3,300 revenue. Okay, these 2 rows here are for service revenues. I hope that's enough. Otherwise, we have to create another row. Not a big deal. Supplies expense, 5,300, and supplies has to go down by 5,300. So supplies expense is new, 5,300, and supplies has to go down by 5,300. So this one, we put it on credit, 5,300. Okay. The next one is insurance expense, 200. That's new. And that will reduce the prepaid insurance by 200. Okay, and the last one, depreciation expense, 125. That's new. And accumulated depreciation, 125. That's new. So you see that the total amount of the two columns, they have to be identical. Okay, so now we can prepare the adjusted trial balance. Okay, no adjustment for cash. Remember, adjusting entries never involve cash. Accounts receivable is now 300 plus 1500. Supplies is now 6500 minus 5300. Prepaid insurance is now 1200 minus 200. So you see how the adjustments change the balance sheet accounts. Okay. Equipment is still reported at cost, but remember, we have this accumulated depreciation as a contra account. Okay, so that will be there. Accounts payable is not adjusted. Unearned service revenue is adjusted by $3,300. Now it's only $5,700. No adjustment for the notes payable. We did calculate the interest expense for the notes payable, but not the notes payable itself. Common stock didn't change. Dividend didn't change. Service revenue is now 12,100, the original amount, plus 1,500 from the adjustment, plus 3,300 from the adjustments. So the new revenue is 16,900. Okay, that's the same amount here. So we can prepare trial balance from all these T accounts. Okay, salaries expense, originally 1,800 unadjusted. Now we added 1080. Utilities expense, no adjustment. Salaries payable, that's new. Interest expense, that's new. Interest payable, that's new. Supplies expense is new. All these new items, we have to make sure they're reported, okay? And depreciation expense. So you see that these are the two totals for debit column and credit columns. Again, they have to be identical. Okay, so that's how we prepare the adjusted trial balance. Once we have this, we are ready to prepare the final financial statements, the balance sheet, income statement, and statement of retained earnings. Thank you for watching.